Hey guys, it's Marissa. So in today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the Lizzie McGuire and Colourpop collection. So if you're interested to see my thoughts on everything and the makeup look that I'm going to be doing for today, then just keep on watching. Now I'm first going to be swatching the palette, and a lot of people were kind of complaining saying that the color scheme was really similar to a previous palette that they launched, which was the Sailor Moon one. I don't have any complaints with the color choice that they have just because I don't own those palettes, so I really like that the colors that they chose. I'm going to be swatching everything horizontally from the pan. So the first row is Buh-Bye, Police, Done and Done, and Outfit Rememberer. The second row is Dear Diary, Audi, Uggh, and then Hello Fabulous. And then the third one is Don't Freak, So Mature, and Outfit Repeater. And then the last purple shade, which is like a matte shade, is Digital Bean. And I really liked how all of these turned out. The matte shades were obviously a little bit drier, so I swatched some of those twice, but the shimmery shades were really creamy. Like, they just had a really super smooth consistency that I didn't have a problem swatching at all. And I just think that these were all really super pretty. I did notice that the second shade, Police, which is on the first row, was the most gritty out of all the textures. It was just like a pure glitter kind of shade, which I don't have a problem with, but it was hard to swatch. And then I did do like a rubbing test just to see how long these would wear off, and they stayed on pretty well. And then I just took a cloth with water on it, and the pigment stayed on pretty well too, but then after a while it did fade. But I do think that these would stay on all day if you had like the right kind of eyeshadow primer or concealer on. And then I got the blush, which is in the shade You Are Magnifico, and I really like it. I'm not a huge fan of just shimmery blushes, but it's still really pretty, and I do like how it looked on my skin tone. And then I got the So Juicy Duo, which consisted of the red shade and the purple, which is in the shade names Ethan Craft and Gordo. Then I got the pressed body glitter in the shade Sing to Me Paolo, and I thought this was really pretty as well. I'm not a huge fan of these, but I just wanted to get one of these just so I could, use it as like a collector's item, because I do really like the packaging of it, and it is really super pretty as well for like any kind of music festival or kind of like a Coachella related event, just like anything like that, it would be really pretty for. And then before we get onto the makeup tutorial, I'm going to just be showing you the last swatches of the body glitter, blushes, and lip glosses. Out of all the things that I didn't like the most, I didn't like the lip glosses just because they smelled like bubblegum, but they were like very plumping and minty feeling, which I thought was kind of weird because it smelled like bubblegum and it just really threw me off. So I'm not a huge fan of that, but overall the packaging and everything was really super cute, and I do recommend it, especially if you're a Lizzie McGuire fan. So I'm first creating a base for my eyes, so I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Fairest, and I'm just applying that to my eyelids and blending it using my finger. And then using an Ulta round brush, I'm first adding the shade Uggh, and then I'm just applying that onto my crease and then just buffing it out a little bit. Then I'm taking the shade Outfit Repeater and adding that to my crease as well, just trying to really deepen it as much as possible and just really making that color pop. I'm going to be cutting my crease, but I'm first going to be using the NYX Glitter Primer before adding on the shimmer shadow, just so it can really create a nicer and tackier base, and that way the shimmer shadows do stay on a lot longer and just a lot more cleaner throughout the day. So I'm applying that using an e.l.f. concealer brush, and then using an e.l.f. precision brush, I'm applying the shade Outfit Rememberer to wherever I applied that NYX Glitter Primer. And then as a transition shade, I'm going to be using the shade Hello Fabulous and just applying that again using that e.l.f. Precision brush. And then the inner corners of my eyelid, I'm just going to be using that shade again, Outfit Repeater, and just kind of blending that all in and just making sure everything is nicely blended. Then I'm going to be using that body glitter in the shade Sing to Me Paolo, and I'm just going to be applying that using my finger and a little bit of an e.l.f. concealer brush to the center of my eyelid, just so it kind of creates a little bit more of a dramatic effect to it. And then I'm going to be setting that again using a little bit of Buh-Bye and Outfit Rememberer, just so it stays in place and it doesn't move around any eyeshadow. Then I'm just drawing on an eyeliner wing using the e.l.f. Expert Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Jet Black. And then I'm just kind of cleaning anything up or any fallout that I might have, just so I can really sharpen that eyeliner wing a little bit more. Then I'm using the Colourpop Papaya Face Milk as my face primer, and I'm just kind of applying that everywhere and rubbing it in using my fingers. Then I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair Neutral and mainly applying that to my under eyes and my chin, and then just blending everything out using the Real Techniques Beauty Complexion Sponge. Then I'm taking the blush using an Ulta blush brush and applying that to my cheekbones, and this is in the shade You Are Magnifico, which I think is really super pretty. It does add a little bit of a shimmer, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I really do like the color payoff of this. And then I'm applying the butter bronzer as well, and then just kind of blending everything in again, but this is in the shade 6676. And then to fill in my brows, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. And then using an e.l.f. Precision Brush, I'm just going to be applying to my lower lash line the shade Digital Bean. And then as my inner corner highlight, I'm going to be using the shade Buh-Bye. And then I tried using the shade Police as my highlight, but I did notice, since this is such a chunky glitter shade, that it would be best applied if you wet your brush first. But then I did apply the shade Buh-Bye, and oh my gosh, it was a really pretty highlight. I didn't even have to add that much. So I went ahead and finished the look with the highlight, but then I went back in and just kind of blended everything out more so it looked a little bit more natural. Then for my upper and lower lashes, I used the Lorac Pro Lash Pomade in the shade Black. And then I also used the Ulta Beauty Maximum Lashes Mascara in the shade Black as well. For my lips, I applied the lip gloss Gordo, and then afterwards I did apply a little bit of Buh-Bye as well, just so I kind of just added a little bit more color to my lips, and it did feel very plumping for a long time. The mint feeling did not go away very quickly, but I still really like how this overall look turned out. And yeah, that's the completed look. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're interested to see more videos from me in the future, you can always subscribe down below. I sometimes upload on Wednesday, but I upload every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'll just see you guys next time. Bye!